Joseph Stalin believed that any art which did not celebrate socialism was a threat, and so he denounced it as degenerate and dangerous. But a man called Igor Savitsky risked his life to secretly rescue this forbidden art, and then he hid it, here, in the Uzbek desert, where nobody would find it. And so it came to be that this grey, glum city of Nukus, hidden deep within the Kızılkum, became home to one of the world's finest art museums. In that collection is a set of beautiful paintings of a vibrant fishing town by the name of Muynak, on the banks of the vast inland Aral Sea. The pictures are full of rich colour, a sense of tranquility, harmony with the water. But not long after these paintings were made, something happened to Muynak, something that changed it beyond recognition. It would never be the same.
А есть в Муйнак?
Муйнак нету.
Совсем нет.
11 часов будет.
11, 9 часов
Уже нету.
ушел?
Нет, нет.
Просто не было.
Да.
Look at the dawn light breaking over Nukus bus station. Isn't it charming? Yeah, it has its own charm, I suppose. Well, the 9 AM bus has not materialised. It's 11 AM for us. But there is a nice waiting room. We can kill some time in. And when it arrives, it'll be here. This is our stand. To Muynak. Here's the Muynak guides. Well, I'll see you in 2 hours, I suppose. So silly of me to waste 2 hours in the waiting room when I could enjoy the delights of suburban Nukus. Drink it in. There was a man vomiting over there before I started filming. He's gone now, to get a bus, I assume. An industrial wasteland, like a lot of Uzbekistan, to be perfectly honest. A lot of the country looks pretty similar to this. Back to the waiting room.
Yo'qda yosh yigitmi? Bana jo'g'ini aytib. Sen sonda yangilar aytdi. Bir kun dedi. Welcome to Muynak, deepest Karakalpakstan, the land of the black hat. Well, I think I'll keep quiet until we reach our destination further along this road, and I'll let you drink in the sights and sounds of the Muynak strip. Enjoy. Hereabouts, one of those Soviet artists might have pitched their easel and painted a fishing boat coming in to port at the end of the day with its catch. That industry was the basis of Muynak, its reason for existence, after all, the Aral Sea being the 4th biggest lake in the world. And that's how life was in Muynak, and it was a vibrant town known for its fishing industry. That was until the Soviet authorities, in their infinite wisdom, decided that they would grow vast amounts of cotton in the east of Uzbekistan, and to irrigate the cotton they would take water, siphon water from the Amu Darya and the Sirdarya river that feed the Aral Sea. And gradually, bit by bit and year by year, the Aral Sea began to ebb further away, first a few metres, then a few miles, then the horizon, and then well beyond it, until suddenly it was 150 kilometres away from Muynak. And then things just got a lot worse for Muynak. You see, fishing wasn't just the town's industry, it was the town's reason for being. It kind of lost its reason to exist. What is more, the sea had used to moderate the climate here. After it dried up, it became a new desert, the Aral Desert. The summers and winters both harsher. Also, the climate became much dustier, and Muynak has a high rate of respiratory illnesses, particularly in children. What work there was here mostly dried up, and unemployment became very high and remains a problem. And this is one of the most deprived areas of Uzbekistan to this day. There are some remnants of the Aral Sea that you can go and visit. Not really a sea anymore, a collection of smaller lakes in Kazakhstan mainly, and in the north, far north of Uzbekistan. But you'd have to go 100 miles beyond that horizon to see those bodies of water, which have their own issues with high salinity. Although some people are still able to eke out a living with fishing in those lakes. And this is what the bed of the Aral Sea looks like now. This was all the bottom of the world's fourth largest lake. And that's the story, the very simple story, of one of the greatest man-made ecological disasters. Completely and utterly avoidable. Well, the sun is setting over the Aral Sea. I'll see you when it rises again, and we'll explore a bit more, and hopefully talk to some of the locals about what life is like, what's changed, what they've lost. Dawn run to the boat cemetery, guys.
Hello.
This is what Muynak looks like, the Muynak strip looks like before dawn. This is Alimbek from the hostel, he works at the hostel. Alimbek claims to have met another British vlogger. What was his name? Beard and...
Bald and bankrupt. Benjamin.
Never heard of him. Yeah. Sounds nice though. And here we are again. The first and last sun that man has ever known is rising once more over the boat graveyard of Muynak. Terribly disappointing. You can barely see it. There's a thick layer of haze. Hardly worthy of a painting in the Savitsky, but it's something. This alley bloke is an absolute nutcase. He was telling me last week he tried to walk to the Aral Sea and nearly died in the desert. But you survived, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Absolute mad lad.
I am training.
Running to the Aral Sea. He's going to run next.
Yeah. Really good.
Yeah.
I'm getting used to be resilient.
You were just humping, I saw you. Back at it. Right, well, let's go and meet some Muynakites, if there's any about. After Alimbek and I got back from our run, the owner of the hostel, he said it was probably harder for me to run here because, according to him, there's lots of pollutants and less oxygen in the air. And he also said that this explained why certain Muynak citizens suddenly flew into a mad rage, lack of oxygen apparently, and when they go to Nukus, they have a moment of clarity. That's exciting. I hope they're all compos mentis when I try and talk to them. Here are the back streets. Here on the map there is an abandoned fish canning factory, but that's where it's supposed to be, and looks awfully big and new. It looks like they've knocked it down or repurposed it for something else. Not good for me, the vlogger, but I guess it's good for Muynak because well, there ain't no more fish to pack anymore. Можно вопрос? Русский понимаете? По карте здесь заброшенный завод для рыб. Ну, кажется, что все современно сейчас, да?
Сейчас это китайцы доллары консерв заводе.
Понял. Когда перестроил?
Ну, Хачинсанда?
Нет.
Давно.
Давно?
Я сейчас год. 70 года.
Okay, спасибо. Well, there you go. The Chinese, they rebuilt the factory. Wow, they get up to stuff, don't they? What used to be there, the old Muynak fish canning factory. You know, that was, wherever you were in the Soviet Union, you could have been in Ufa, Chelyabinsk, Moscow, Kiev, maybe even further afield. And a Soviet citizen could have gone into his local univermag and picked up a can of sprat or whatever, caught in the Aral Sea and packed there and sent all over the Soviet Union. That's just another part of the industry here that's been obliterated. That's the thing, when you see the ships there, you're not just seeing the carcasses of the ships themselves, you're seeing metaphorical carcasses of the industry and the livelihood that used to exist here and support the town. Clearly there's something still going on. They're not packing fish anymore, they must be making something or other.
Portuguese, как знаете?
He won't let me go.
осы бір Муйнакты халыққа қалай жетті қылады, қалай жасайды. Түсінбеді, бізде қазбақ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
There you go. Wow.
Very aggressive. He wouldn't let go of me. If anybody speaks Karakalpak, can let me know what he said. Oh, I've got someone's following. He's following me. If someone speaks Karakalpak and can tell me what he said, I'd be very thankful. That wasn't the kind of conversation with the local I was looking for. We continue.
Только рядом был.
Да.
Дальше Арал не был, да?
Я был там, кладбище кораблей,
Вот,
да.
ближе туда морепорта.
Да, да.
Там работал слесарем я. Когда авария будет, катер.
Ага, катер, ага.
Тут два двигателя, раз звонок, сразу иду авария. Обратно сюда. Рыбы не знаю, как попасть, возьмет, держит. Только слесарем работает.
Слесарь?
Технически.
Слесарь, понимаю.
Понимаешь?
Да.
Технически. Железные все знаю. А рыбы так ловит, в общем,
Да.
не знаю. Аральское море постепенно идет,
Да.
не был. Понимаешь?
Да.
Я армия был. Каждый день сказать, заблудитесь, да? По-русски язык
Я тоже, я англичанин. Ну, просто медленно мы говорим, и будет хорошо.
Я, когда армия был, сразу говорить. А сейчас сколько? 70 годов Союза, Советский Союз. Я служил по-русски очень хорошо знать. Потом там мусульманский говоришь, другую узбекский говоришь, и нахуй, нихуя на голова не несешь.
Без проблем, без проблем. Я вас понимаю.
Море старый, рыбаки знают много. Море как был, море так был, мы молодой был, потом немножко старый был. Все море не был. Но на глаз видел, вот здесь все вода была. Вот эта страна тоже вода. Конец, да?
Да.
Вот это тоже вода, да, вот. Рядом вот кругом.
Да, горизонта.
Да. Вот. Куда поедешь? Если ты куда поедешь? Да?
Да.
И в Узбекистане, и Караkalpakstan, и Муйнак, и другие страны. Как жить, как родиться, как ходим. Никуда не поеду. Старый уже.
Да, это ваша родина.
Да, родина
Да.
ваша.
Да.
Наша родина.
Да, я понимаю.
День рождения, 49-й год.
49-й, окей. Я 96-й. Молодой. Мы молодые. Еще.
Песня. Отдыхай час.
Хорошо, отлично. Как вас зовут?
Жалкас.
Жалкас? Жалкас.
Вот
Жозеф.
это же.
Ж. Да. Когда вы получили эти татуировки?
Вот.
Да.
Когда в школу ходили.
Да?
Молодой.
Ага.
Иголка есть иголка?
Да.
Два иголка. Берет, крутит, как?
И что написано?
Фамилия, отец. Вот это мой отец. Кто-то близко мне это близко.
Несу.
Баяғы заманда, да? Турист.
Турист, да. Великобритания, Лондон.
Лондон.
Лондон. Корабль или корова? Животное?
4 нога, животное.
Да.
4 нога.
4 нога, я понимаю. Корова. Да, я видел много.
Да.
Коров, ага.
Вода много было, рыба много было, работ много было. Сейчас Сам знаешь на все. Мы тоже знаем, сам знаешь, как положение.
Да.
Зачем подать, если вода нет? Потом посмотри, все на месте, вода нет.
Вода нет.
Песок.
Песок. Песок. Ага.
Песок вот так, земля осталась.
Да, просто пустыня.
Пустыня.
И в будущем что будет?
Будущем, а как? Аллах знает. Кто знает? Мы тоже не знаем, ты тоже не знаешь. Дальше что будет? Никто не знает.
Да.
Только Аллах знает, наверх.
Но вы будете здесь, вы отдыхаете. Хорошо, хорошо. Все будет хорошо, я думаю. Да.
Аральское море.
Ага.
Судак, другое, бекре, разве рыба есть? Так комбинат, как продавать, комбинат сдавать,
Да.
консервы взяли, другой солдат и другой государство дает. Дает?
Да.
Отправляет туда. Сломало.
Я хотел бы, что люди в Англии понимают то, что случилось
Хотя,
здесь.
правильно, я тоже знаю.
Да.
Я точно больше не знаю. Много не знаю, да. Песня возьмем вместе. Вот тот дом, рядом. Сидим немножко, там свежий воздух. Больше не знаю. Жена был, учитель был, умер, родиться.
Соболезнования.
Давно. Вот они ребята.
Да.
Все работал человек, все умер. Каждый молодой человек работает, все забил, умер. Старые раньше рабочие.